How to manage up in the hedge fund industry. Yep, your boss. That's right. Okay, so managing up is very important, okay? Be very careful what you include in emails to your boss. The only reason I say this is there's a lot of turnover at hedge funds, and just don't give anybody a reason to let you go or to make you a scapegoat. I've been in some pretty tough political situations over the years. Should you interact with your boss's boss? Well, I think you should only when your boss is out and only when your boss's boss comes up to you. But you certainly want to go to the morning meeting when your boss is out or your boss is on vacation and be ready, right? Always be preemptive. Be ready to talk about your sector, okay? Get your boss's boss to feel comfortable with you to the extent that you can also manage risk. You can talk about shorts and longs and portfolio management so that if your boss ever chooses to leave for whatever reason, you're the obvious go-to person. Remember, there can only be one. What should you do closer to the bonus season to gently remind your boss what you should get paid? I always keep tabs on all the money I've made. And I keep it in a spreadsheet on what ideas I made money on and what ideas I've lost money on. I'm always very honest and upfront. And I show it to them every November or October, and it helps. Unfortunately, a lot of times they try to pay you a little bit less than what they think you're worth. And what happens is portfolio managers are given a pool of money based on how much money their portion of the fund made. And it's up to them. It's discretionary. It's up to them to decide how much to give you. And I've seen some horrific stories of, oh my gosh, terrible how little people have gotten paid, yet they made their boss a lot of money because they're a threat or whatever it is, right? You gotta let your boss's boss know also what great money-making ideas you were involved with that year, because your boss's boss also has a say on how much money you're going to get paid, okay? Remember, if you don't remind people of your accomplishments, unfortunately, they'll never forget. And I'm not telling you to go out and be an annoying, self-promoting person, but, it's survival of the fittest, I guess. You will never get a raise or a big bonus if you don't ask for it. Nothing is given to you, especially in finance. You got to ask for it, right? It's very political. Oh my God, I forgot about this. Okay, so this is terrible. I'm not going to tell you which hedge fund it is, but I worked at a hedge fund where there was this guy. His name was Will, and he was 30 years old. I remember that. And I remember thinking, wow, he's 30 years old and he's got a $30 million bonus. He actually left the fund I was at. He went to another fund. I think it was SAC, actually. Yep, it was SAC. And he made $30 million there. And his analyst was great. You know what he paid his analyst? 50 grand. Brutal. So anyway, it happens. You got to remind people of your accomplishments. Otherwise, they quickly forget. How the heck do I get promoted if the only job I have is one level above me and it's my boss's job? That's a tough one. It's a tough one. Just make sure that when you do get exposure to your boss's boss, just be ready. Just have something intelligent to say. Just be ready. Be ready. Okay? It's preemptive. Okay. And you want to set boundaries early on with your portfolio manager. Family first, always. Nothing's more important than your family. Hopefully your boss has kids and a happy marriage and they understand. So, family first.